Hi, this is Al, and today's challenge is understanding buying influences. So this is a very important thing. Anytime we go in to sell to our customers, there are many different influences within the customer that can lead to our success. So it's very important that we understand what these are. But before I get to that, maybe the most important thing we need to keep in mind is that companies and organizations do not buy. People buy. So this is critically important that we always keep in mind that we're selling to actually people, not to organizations. And people will typically gravitate towards a solution, not just a product or a service. So anyway, as we head into visit our customers, I think we need to keep in mind that there's typically 4 main buying influences. And let me run you through those real quick. So the first one, maybe the most important one, is what I call the economic buyer. Now within any customer, there's only one economic buyer. That's the main decision maker, the person with the authority to give you the business, to sign that purchase order and say, let's do this. So it's very important that we quickly identify that economic buyer. We spend time, we build that relationship, because ultimately that's the person that's going to make the call. But there are many other influences that we also need to keep in mind. The second one is what I call the user buyer. Now within organizations there may be many user buyers. These are people that essentially are touched by or use the product or service. So you can imagine, I think with any of your products, many different people that might be impacted by your solution. And these guys and these folks can be very important. Clearly they don't make the decision, they don't say go, no go, but they have a lot of influence, and they can definitely tell the economic buyer, no, this won't work for these reasons. In many cases they can say no, can't say yes, but definitely can say no. So we need to spend time to kind of cultivate relationships with those folks. The third influence you need to watch out for is what I call buying filters. Buying filters, very interesting. They can be external people or internal people. Externally, they could be consultants that are brought in to look at technical specifications. Typically, their role is to kind of filter out suppliers and focus the economic buyer on maybe a smaller range of solutions. I always say, be very careful of the guy in the business meeting that doesn't have a business card. In many cases, he could be an external consultant and a buying filter. So you need to identify those folks and just be careful that you can satisfy their need, because they basically play a cover my behind a role, and they can disqualify you if you're not careful. And then the fourth influence that is very important is what I call coaches and allies. And there are many of these in any organization. And the more you have, the more coaches, the more allies, the better. These people may or may not be involved directly in your area, and they may certainly won't be the economic buyer. They may not even use your product, but having friends, if you will, within the company can help you navigate internal politics, find your way around the organization, and are a great source of inside information that can be critical to winning or losing the business. So anyway, I got to run. I got a sales meeting. I'm meeting actually the economic buyer this afternoon. I hope to close this deal. So until next time, thanks for listening. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.